Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, buddy. What? Little kicks. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. There we go. Welcome. Thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. I know. What got into them? We are thrilled you're here. No coffee today. Whoops. Well, executive producer Jeff already fallen down on the job this morning. I know. Oh well. I'll just squeeze this and see if I can get any liquid out of this thing. It's plastic. There we go. Don't throw the water at me. I'll get it. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to my sister from another mister. It's Kendall, everybody. Hello. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. I love this Burberry fresh feel you got going on.
Thanks, girl.
Oh,
yeah. I appreciate it. No, feeling, it's my little fall suit.
They can't see your shoes.
Oh, they'll see it over there. Yeah, I have my little fancy kicks on today. There we go.
Look at how
there
cute
we go.
they
Yeah, little kicks, little shoe cam. There we go. Yes. My size 13s, and what's wrong with what do you like? What?
Your socks. He doesn't like that your socks are short.
It's a little. I'm trying to be hip, Jeff. It's just.
Well,
no.
if you're really hip, they don't even wear socks.
Yeah, you don't wear socks with some of these shoes, and I have a little booties on. But anyway, no, I do. I have little. Is that what you're? Are you not supposed to call them booty? They're little There's a socks.
Yeah.
It's no-show socks.
No-show socks.
Booties are for little kids, right? Little girls will start wearing little.
Booties are for your booties.
I wear size 13s, and I had a gentleman years ago at Schuler Shoes, local company, local store. I loved this. I've never told this story. Oh yeah, let's hear it for Schuler Shoes. Yeah. Wait. Don't clap unless they're a sponsor. No, I'm kidding. I love them. No, I love Schuler Shoes. They're a good partner of our radio station. But anyway, so I went into Schuler Shoes many years ago, and this guy, this really earnest sales associate, and that's why I like family-owned businesses like Schuler, because you tend to get better service, And this guy, I don't know, probably mid-20s, looks at me and he goes, "Okay, we're gonna, there's your shoe," and have you ever been professionally sized? And I said, "Well, no." Audience. Oh, this is going to be an interesting audience today. Yeah. And I said no, and he put my foot, he goes, "Well, let me do it for you." And he put my foot in that contraption.
Oh, the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called. The slidey thing.
Yeah.
So he puts my foot in there. And he goes, "Would you like some information?" And I go, "Yeah, I guess." And he goes, "You're a size 13, but if it wasn't for your big toe, you'd be a 12.
Do you have an ogre toe?
I guess, yeah, I know, executive producer. I have a very large big toe.
You do?
Yeah, and the guy looked at me and he said, "If you didn't have the big toe sticks up, it's like this big, you know?" And he said, "If I didn't have the big toe, I would be a 13 or 12.
Do you want to know something special?
Sure.
Okay, my sister Ellie also has an ogre toe. You guys are like my real siblings.
No.
You guys are like the same.
No, don't clap for that.
Oh,
Can you not call it a Shrek toe, please?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like ogre-like. It's just like, oh, here I am.
Yeah.
I'm really large.
Well, I was going to give you a compliment today, but there's the end of that. Yeah, no. No,
It's
I
okay.
do. No, I own it. I own my ogre toe. I'm happy with it. I like having a 13. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm a dude.
It's
you know what I mean? I'm not really a dude, but I just, it's fine.
No, you are. You are.
Okay, well, I'm setting them up to laugh at things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, hey, by the way, before we get started, I want to say thank you again to Gene, who sent me my favorite ornament ever. This will be on my desk until I either pass away or the show is canceled.
It's depressing.
Which one's worse? I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. But this is a boy in a sheep outfit on a porpoise, and it's a snow baby, and I love this thing more than anything because I don't know why a baby's on a porpoise. But anyway, so Gene found this for me, and Gene, again, this will sit right next to JR forever. Forever, right here on the desk. Thank you, Gene. Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Demi Moore. Demi Moore is everywhere. She's telling all. She has a new memoir out, dropping several, and this word is overused, but this is legit for this. Bombshell revelations about her personal life. Now, first, we're going to show you, she was on Fallon last night, talking about what it was like actually writing the book. Look at this.
You know, I had a very unusual and challenging childhood, and it left me like in a life that was running. And I say in the book that I felt like I had done a lot, but I hadn't experienced very much. And even though my outsides didn't necessarily convey it, because I didn't want that to be seen. And so, like, being able to put that down and stop feeling like I had to protect myself or hide who I really am and be able to let myself be seen.
I like that line, letting myself be seen. That's nice. Well, Demi is getting into details about her rocky marriage with Ashton Kutcher. She blames him for breaking her sobriety while and I don't know if I like that. While alleging that he cheated. She talked about that, and Ellen went right for it. Look at this.
And even though the infidelity, and even though these things that you loved him, you wanted to keep the relationship going, and you just tried to keep it going in that way.
Yeah, I think that is it.
Right.
I think, it was a misguided sense of not really wanting to look maybe at the harder question, or maybe the what was really missing, or in my case, because I really felt like I had created an addiction to him, that I was that my codependency, in a way I'd never had before. I'd never had that kind of attachment.
Yeah. I think a lot.
Demi writes in the book that she wanted to, quote, fit the mold of a woman he wanted his wife to be, putting him, Ashton, first. She adds that she warned Ashton she thought that she'd be talking about him in the book. She said she called Ashton and gave, because Ellen asked that. Ellen goes, it's not awkward, but Ellen goes, I'm friends with you and I'm friends with Ashton. Did you call him? And she said yes. And then Ashton tweeted yesterday, he tweeted, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like, I was going to write something snarky, but I looked at my kids. And then, so obviously, yeah. So you had an interesting point of view on this in our meeting about the book in general.
Yeah, I think any memoir like this, whenever they address personal issues, I get it. That's the thing that people want to do. It's cathartic for them, as you mentioned. But to me, it's when you drag in someone who, okay, sure, maybe Ashton screwed up, but he has a new family. He has children now. And to sort of, that brings them into it. I'm just not always a fan of that.
Yeah, I get it. I was, like I said in the meeting, I find sometimes when you have, especially with Demi and with such a dark childhood, that it is kind of therapeutic, cathartic when you write it and release it. But I do agree with you. I would have found it a little more if she hadn't made the courtesy call to him. You know what I mean? That would have been a little more sketcheroo. But the fact that she called him, I don't know, this ain't anything new. I mean, remember right before the late Carrie Fisher passed away, she wrote about Harrison Ford. I remember, and it was like, well, anyway. Next in the dish, Put that to bed. One of the breakout TV hits of the past year is coming back tonight. The wait is almost over. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, the wait is almost over for a new season of The Masked Singer. Look at this.
Behold,
thingamajig.
The sky is finally open.
Oh my gosh.
The rain and wind stop blowing.
You can sing.
But you're stuck out in the same old storm again.
Okay. That's not Babyface, is it? Maybe that's Babyface. I don't know. Anyway, the new season features all new costumes from, right there, the aforementioned thingamajig, which I never thought I would say that on a show, but the skeleton, the flamingo, the butterfly, and it's clear some of the hidden celebs are really talented singers. Look at this. Wow. So Nick is back to 16 hidden celebrities performing this season. I'll say it again. Nick Cannon was right there sitting on our set, and we interviewed him, and the show had yet to debut. And I think he said it on air, but he also reiterated it in the commercial break. He said, trust me. He goes, I'm telling you, not just because I'm involved. He goes, this is going to be huge. He goes, and he said, and if there is a season 2, and now here we are, he says, if we have a season 2, he goes, I predict we're going to get even bigger stars that want to be on it because they see the success of season 1. Yeah, so I'm interested.
Oh gosh, that sounded like Demi Lovato.
A little bit,
like,
yeah.
Ooh, girl.
Well, and again, we got to go, but I like this because in this tumultuous time, it's mindless entertainment. You know, that you can watch, this is such a cliche, but you can watch with Grandma, Aunt Pat, Uncle Phil, Uncle Eddie, whoever, you know what I mean? We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these messages. Coming up. Don't put away the silver and fancy linens quite yet. We could be making a return trip to Downton Abbey. Is a sequel already in the works? Then, getting ready for a little road trip? We have the list of the best fall road trips right here in Minnesota. And ready, set, shop. Every year, thousands and thousands come from all over to find treasure at the Junk Bonanza. What's in store this year? We will have a preview. The Jason Show will continue right after this.
I kind of want to learn the lingo, to be honest. I feel a little left out. So, I mean, there's so many different kinds of British accents. What's something that I could say to sound very posh?
What about, well, Penelope Wilton, who is in the show, she plays Isabel Crawley, and she's now just become a dame. And she met the Queen. When she came to set, she said, it's really quite fantastic. You know, the Queen actually doesn't say yes. She says ears. Ears. So go on.
Okay, so just say ears.
Are you having a nice time?
Ears.
You nailed it!
Mr. Cass at Downton Abbey teaching Lily Singh how to speak the Queen's English. That is the one accent that I wish I knew or could do well. You know what I mean? I wish I had. I wish I had a British accent.
I just want a Southern accent.
You do?
I want to be from the sticks sometimes for fun. Hey, I did. In college, that was my alter ego at the bar. My name was Savannah. I was from Georgia.
She's adorable, isn't
Is this
she?
surprising?
You had an alter ego at the bars?
Oh, doesn't everybody? No?
No.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry. Row 2 of our audience obviously had alter egos, yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of Downton Abbey, we may not have seen the last of the Crawleys on the big screen. The possibility of a sequel? Already there, girl. The Downton Abbey movie opened last weekend. It opened last weekend to a really impressive $31 million at the box office. And it's that kind of success that would make a sequel a reality. Both the producer and the show's creator say they have ideas about where to take the story. Some cast members like Alan Leach, who you just saw there, who plays Tom, have already said, boom, I'm there. Now, here's the deal, though. I read an article over the weekend. The one person, spoiler alert, I'm not going to ruin it, but I'm going to say the one person who probably won't come back is Maggie Smith as the Dowager Countess. She didn't even, yeah, I know. She didn't want to do the movie. They had to convince her to do the movie because she said, and it makes sense, 15 years has passed since the beginning of the show. And you know what I mean? 15 years in the show, not in real life. She goes, the character would have been like 150. You know what I mean? So it strains reality. Yeah. Next on the dish, the original cast of Jurassic Park, or as they said in the movie, welcome to Jurassic Park. That's right, nature's finding a way, as they say. The original cast is coming back. Here we go. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum are all on board for Jurassic World 3. Yeah. They'll reportedly have major roles and not just like cameos, like, hey, girl, and like walk out. They're going to be fighting dinosaurs.
What would
hey,
they do?
Girl.
Oh, okay.
Until now, their appearances in the franchise have been spotty. Dern and Neil were both in the first film and Jurassic Park 3. Goldblum was the original and the Lost World. And 2018's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Did you keep up with all of that? They'll be joining Chris Pratt. Yeah, a little
like a
graph
pie
there.
chart.
Yes. Jeff Goldblum was in the original and Lost World. Anyway, they'll be joining Chris Pratt and Opie Cunningham's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard, in the upcoming, that's what I call her, Opie Cunningham's daughter, in the upcoming installment. It'll pick up where Fallen Kingdom left off with the dinos finding their way into civilization. Like, seriously, they're going to be showing up at, like, Super America. Jurassic World 3 hits theaters in 2021.
Well, if it sits on you, you know where to bite it.
That's right. We found that out yesterday with the camel story. Yeah. But let's not talk about that camel story because we'll get emails. Anyway,
I mean, we didn't do it.
I did. I try not to engage. My executive producer here and Alexis on the radio show, she goes, Jason, don't engage. Like, don't write back, you know? But I was in a mood. I was in a mood yesterday. So what did I do? I engaged a little bit. Just a little bit, yeah. Anyway, I love Jurassic Park. It's one of those, you know, when people say, where were you when this happened, like the moon landing or JFK? Jurassic Park is one of those movies that I'll always remember because it really did change movies. There were special effects before Jurassic Park and afterwards. I love this franchise, but this last one, The Fallen Kingdom, was a giant flaming like turd. It was horrible. It
did miss the boat a little bit, didn't it?
It was awful.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see dinosaurs showing up at like Rosedale Center. You know what I mean? I don't like that premise.
I didn't like, was it how it opened or was it how the movie before it closed where the long neck, I call it like the long neck from that old show I used to watch. Anyway, the long dinosaur with the long neck.
The brachiosaur.
Thank you, the brachiosaur.
Yeah.
Was like at the end, it was like the burning behind her and then the ocean in front of her and I was like, save the long neck.
I know.
They're the peaceful ones. They eat plants.
I would have rather saved a couple of the dinosaurs other than a couple of the humans in that movie. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Coming up, our favorite one and done hit makers. We're celebrating National One Hit Wonder Day with a trip down memory lane, including this song, Rawr. We will be right back. Stay with us, everybody. From Tony Basil, one of the many one-hit wonders from the 1980s. We learned too, the research team looked this up. Did you guys know that Tony Basil, when she recorded that song, she was in her 40s when she did that, like in her late 30s or 40s.
That right there?
That's Tony Basil right there.
Well,
yeah.
she could have straightened her leg on that triple pirouette. But now that I know she was in her 40s. Just saying. But now that I know, I mean, like, that's impressive.
Yeah, We're playing that today because it's One Hit Wonder Day. Proof there is a day for everything. We're focusing today on the 90s and the 2000s. The 90s brought us Mbop, Mambo No. 5, the Macarena, and this classic.
Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel.
Imbruglia singing Torn in 1997. Where is Natalie now? When was the last time we saw her around? I don't know. Do you remember that song?
It makes me think of going to the pool. It was like all the rage and all the radio stations the summer that we went to the pool.
Because in 97, how old were you? You were 6?
7.
You were 7 years old?
I can always remember my age by the last number.
Okay, so you were 7 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, I had just moved to Minnesota and you were playing with Fisher-Price toys. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up, a song from a Minnesota band that's still played in bars today. Look at this.
Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings. And yeah, I know who I want to take me home.
That is Closing Time by Dan Wilson and Semisonic, a song that Kendall and her alter bar ego heard many times throughout the years, yes. Moving on to the 2000s, we all remember the Baha Men and James Blunt, you know, Had a Bad Day. So you had a bad...
No, the other one.
Oh, that was the other one. You're beautiful. That's right, yeah. Don't roll your eyes at me. They confused me, yeah. How about this one from 2001?
When your man wanna get buck wild, just go back and hit him up style. Get your hands on his cash and spend until the last time for all the hard times.
That's right. That's Blue Cantrell singing Hit 'Em Up Style, which reached #2 on the charts and was filmed inside a Macy's. Look at that, yeah. It really was a Macy's, yeah. Next up, the biggest single from an MTV reality star came out in 2004. Look at this. That's Ashley Simpson. That's Ashley Simpson lip-syncing Pieces of Me.
Oh.
What, too soon? Too soon? Yeah. The younger sister of Jessica saw her career tank after being caught lip-syncing on SNL. Do you remember that?
I loved her too, so I was so sad. I was 14, you know, and
Yeah.
she was cool and she had a cool husband, and then that happened and it was like,
Yeah,
You're not real?
And now in retrospect, all the
mean,
grief she got, who doesn't? I mean, a lot of artists do that now,
Whatever.
yeah. Now on to our final one-hit wonder from the 2000s. Who can forget this?
'Cause you had a bad day, you take one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You said you don't know.
Oh, yes. You had a bad day. It's Daniel Powder. Bad Day, which was used after American Idol contestants were sent home packing. I remember that. That was the walk-off sign.
So sad.
I'm sorry you're eliminated, and now here's Daniel Powder. Yeah, anyway. I'm not joking. Here's a fun fact. When I'm in a bad mood, I really do play that song. I do.
That's so cute.
I know. I like to be melancholy sometimes. So I play
Oh.
that, yeah. So, I do. Anyway, still ahead. One man's junk is another man's treasure. The event coming up in Canterbury that'll have you digging for antiques. Plus, summer is over and fall is here. We're breaking down the best spots in Minnesota to visit this season, the ultimate road trip list, when we return. Back after this. I do. I listen to that when I'm sad. I do. I'm a nerd. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. There really isn't anything like fall in Minnesota. I love fall, and we want to make it count before it's all over and the leaves fall. So with so many gyms hidden across the state, we had to call in an expert. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for travel blogger and our good friend, Lindsay Ranzow, everybody from Look About Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
I like the scarf.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
It's a little chilly out this morning.
A little chilly. Okay, so we have 5 places. Let's start. Now, these are the best places to visit in Minnesota in the fall, according to Lindsay. We're starting with a favorite, Brainerd.
Yes.
Yeah, Brainerd.
Brainerd. We were just in Brainerd this weekend. So, and also the Brainerd Lakes area.
Yeah.
So we were in Brainerd, Baxter, and Crosby. And a lot of people visit there in the summer for the lakes, so you already know about that. But thinking about visiting it in the fall just gives it a little bit of a different flavor. So we spent our time actually a little bit south of Brainerd at a place called the Farm on St. Matthias. And this is a farm, an organic farm, actually working organic farm that does a fall festival every year. And it's their 13th year that they've been hosting it. It's really cute. They have a lava on set. You can do hay rides and a corn maze. It's just a really fun spot to enjoy the fall.
Look at the wine, Lindsay. What's the, oh yeah.
Always wine. You know I always have wine.
I know.
That's at Dennis Drummond Winery in Brainerd, and we had the absolute best experience there with the husband and wife who own the winery. So if you want a wine flight, that is the ultimate wine flight that you can
What's
have.
the winery called?
Dennis Drummond Winery.
Dennis will be coming soon. We'll be coming soon. I love it. I have to go because I have never been to Brainerd, and I need to go. And I love the. Okay, you don't need to boo. I'll go, people. I'll go. Anyway, but no, that made looking at your pictures makes me want to go.
Yes.
Next, Winona.
Winona. So if you've also never been to Winona, that is one of the ultimate places you can go in the fall because seeing the colors on the bluffs is absolutely gorgeous. The bluff colors, you can do some hiking up to Barn Bluff. You can also just drive up to the top to see the lookout if you don't want to hike. And Island City Brewing is in Winona, and then I'll cheat a little bit on this one because it's not exactly in Minnesota, but if you cross over into Wisconsin over the river, there's some really great fall activities to do. There's an Almaro winery where you can just look out at the bluffs and sip some wine, which is really fun. There's Ecker's Apple Farm where you can go apple picking, and then yes, a pizza farm over there as well, Wing Haven Pizza Farm. So.
We had the pizza farm thing. We did a segment a couple weeks ago. The pizza farm thing is huge.
It's huge, and it's so fun.
Will you explain to folks, if people don't know what a pizza farm is? I mean, it kind of is self-explanatory, but what is it exactly?
So essentially they make and they grow all of their ingredients on site, and they usually have a cute, fun little barn or something. You can sometimes bring your own drinks and your own silverware and enjoy. They'll make the pizza there for you and enjoy it right on the farm.
It's very Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
It is very. The Winona Letters. Is that there?
Yes.
That's really cool.
It's really fun. So go on the hunt. I don't know where they are right now, but go on the hunt to find those letters.
Very
cool
Instagrammable. They know what they're doing.
Yes.
Next, Montgomery.
Montgomery. This is the hidden gem of Minnesota when it comes to fall. It is.
Wow. Okay.
It is located in central Minnesota, a super tiny town, but it's home of the Montgomery Brewery, the Pizzeria 201, which is an amazing pizza spot.
That's right there, everybody.
Yes,
yeah.
And you can also go on what you're seeing here now is Next Chapter Winery, another really great winery that hosts weddings and events. And then the last piece here is they also have Montgomery Orchard, where you can go apple picking, but the unique thing about it is they also have a cidery there. So they make their apples into cider, and you can try cider flights, which is really fun.
I love it. Lindsay obviously knows what show she's on because she points out all the wineries. Yeah, I love it. You are very.
Always.
Yes. Hashtag know your audience.
Yep,
I love
do.
it. The cidery, though, that looks, especially for the fall, how perfect is that?
You can grab some cider, go on a hayride. It seriously doesn't get better than that.
And it's just south of the metro, right?
Yeah, just south.
Okay, perfect. Next, Taylor Falls.
Taylor's Falls. Yep, so that is located on the St. Croix River. And it's really known for interstate state park. So right on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. If you want to hike, this is the place to go. It is gorgeous. You can actually go and see some what they call glacial potholes, which were formed by the glacial water kind of swirling in the rock. It's really unique, really cool to see. And then you can also take a ride on a paddle boat along the river. It's like $20 to do the paddle boat ride, and they tell you all about the area, and you can see the fall leaves. It's just a really fun place to go.
You know, and I'm not trying to be goofy. Whenever you're on and I see your pictures and stuff, I always think, we really have a beautiful state.
We do.
We just have a.
We do.
You know what I mean? We have just a gorgeous. I mean, every city, each one that you just showed, it's stunningly beautiful. Okay, and now finally, you're going this weekend, St. Cloud.
Yes, so we are going this weekend. We have actually Faribault is what I'm going to do this weekend. I kind of switched up my itinerary a little bit, and then St. Cloud next week. So these are some top fall places I've been wanting to visit for a while. So if you want to follow along with me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, my husband and I kind of travel around and we show live what we're doing. So follow along. You'll see what we're doing there. I'm excited for St. Cloud specifically because they have they have some really great parks there where you can do some hiking in the fall. So I love to do that.
Follow along, everybody. Give it up for Lindsay. For more information, head to Lindsay's website. Look About Lindsay right there. Again, lookaboutlindsay.com. And again, if you missed this, don't worry. We'll post this a little bit later on our Facebook page. And as always, full episodes of The Jason Show are available on our YouTube channel. All you have to do is search Jason Show, hit that subscribe button. Coming up, who's behind the mask? We're putting this audience to the test in honor of the Masked Singer premiering tonight. Who will win? You'll find out when we return. Back after this. Thank you, Lindsay. Welcome back, everybody. Well, earlier we talked about, Leo, we talked about tonight's premiere of the new season of The Masked Singer. That show is the inspiration for today's game time. Here we go. That's right. Today's game is called Who is Behind the Mask? It's very simple. We've hidden famous faces behind the Masked Singer logo, and you have to guess who they are. Playing today, I don't have to guess who they are because their name's on my card right here. Over here, it's Journey, everybody. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
And it's Jennifer from Duluth.
I'm not from Duluth.
You're not from Duluth? Just say you're from Duluth.
Okay.
She's from Duluth, everybody. That's right. Okay, now, here we go. If you want to go ahead and put these on there. Or you just, yeah, there we go. This is fantastic. There we go. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be, we can just, you okay? Oh, wait, you guys can't see with those things.
I can.
You can? We'll leave it on then. Can you see?
No.
No, here, let me take that off there. There we go, there we go. Okay.
Oh, come on.
You leave it on though. You leave, that's fantastic. Okay, here we go. Look at the screen. Who is the first celebrity? And as soon as you know, ring in.
That's Demi Moore.
Okay, no.
Demi Moore.
Okay, you got my little friend. You gotta buzz in there. Okay, we have to give it to her because you get the point there. There we go. Okay, it's Demi Moore. Okay, here we go. Next one, Leo.
Oh. John Lennon.
John. Yeah. Well, not John Lennon, but I mean.
Legend.
John Legend. Yes. Okay. Hands above buzzers. Leo, the next one, please.
Jason.
Oh.
Jason.
Okay, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. But yes, it's me, everybody. That's right. It's me. Yeah. God, I love you.
I'll get the next one.
It's fine, Jennifer. I love you. Okay, hands above buzzers. Who's the next Masked Singer? Jennifer.
Oprah.
Let's see. Oprah Winfrey. That's right. Okay, here we go. The score is, let's see, 2-2. We're tied. Next one. Jennifer.
Is that Cardi?
Cardi B, yes! No! Oh, it's not. Oh, no, it's not Cardi B. Oh. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, over to you, Journey. Who is that?
I have no clue.
Okay, good. It is Ariana Grande, Latte. There we go. No points awarded on that one. Next, I got to check my prescription. Next one, Leo. Who's that? Jennifer.
Tom Hanks.
Let's see. Tom Hanks is it. Yes. Hands above buzzers. Director Leo, show us the next one.
Celine.
Yes. Jennifer, who?
Celine.
No. Over to you, Journey. Who is that? Titanic. No, that's not. Oh, no. Wow, I am bad today. Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones?
No, I mean, that's This is my favorite game in a while. No, you already answered. You can't. It's Renee Zellweger. Okay, one more. Here we go. Director Leo, one more. Who's that? Jennifer.
Let her have it.
Oh! Yes.
It's her birthday.
Cher?
It's Cher, yes! But don't worry. We don't care about who won because they're both winners. They're going home with a Jason Show mug and swag from the Masked Singer, everybody. There we go. You both get both of them. There we go.
Awesome.
I know. We have good prizes today.
Yeah.
I might take that. Anyway, don't miss the 2-hour premiere tonight at 7 on Fox. Still ahead, a personal touch to your home decor. The world-class artist joins us next, showing off her silhouette skills. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Thank you. I love Welcome back to Ye Olde Show. 3 days feel like I'm behind like a little bush thing here. Anyway, 3 days of vintage treasure hunting begins tomorrow at Canterbury Park. Junk Bonanza is the place to be if you're looking for antiques and inspiration for your home. Joining me this morning are Junk Bonanza co-founder Key and silhouette portrait artist Lauren, everybody. Hello! Thank you for being here. Did I say Key?
Hi.
I said Kai. What did I say, Key? I am a mess today. Anyway, Kai, thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, we're going to talk in a minute about all this. I've watched you guys pull this stuff together, and I am so excited. But, Lauren, I want to introduce you. What are you doing over there with our Kindle?
I am cutting her silhouette. This is a 200-year-old skill. And this is how people had their portraits done before cameras were invented.
Now, let me just ask you, Lauren, just one quick question. We'll come back to you. How beautiful is her profile?
She's amazing.
She's
really amazing.
She does have, Lauren, doesn't she? She has a great chin, doesn't she? She does have.
But people who don't have this gorgeous profile still have fabulous profiles. Everybody has gorgeous faces. People just think they have to look like a model, and they don't.
Yeah, we all can't be as beautiful as Kendall. Yeah, we can't. Okay, let's talk about Junk Bonanza. Where did the idea come from?
You know, it started as a garage sale at my house.
Wow.
Seriously, like 20 years ago. And I got into the vintage business, started a small shop that sold junk, and now we've had Junk Bonanza for 13 years.
13 years. Here's some video. It's amazing.
It's great.
I mean, are you surprised at the success? Because I know, you know my buddy Alexis Thompson from the radio show.
Right.
Shakes when she walks in. Are you surprised at the success?
No.
No, you knew it? No, I like it. Be confident.
Absolutely knew it. Everyone loves vintage. And what's exciting about Junk Bonanza is we have all kinds of vintage and antiques. It's not just primitive or, we have mid-century, as you can see from the lamp.
Yeah.
We have architectural salvage. We have little baby skis. We have all kinds of great things.
Baby skis, everybody.
I know.
Yeah.
We have great things for everyone.
Well, and as you said, it really is. It doesn't get much hotter than vintage right now. Everybody. So let's get started. Let's look and talk about some of the things you have on display here. Where do you want to start? You pick. What should we talk about?
Let's start with the lamp.
Let's start with mid-century. I'm going to lift this up so people can see
this is amazing, and a lot of vendors have these lamps. In the Midwest, I'm from Los Angeles. In the Midwest, they are a fourth of the price as you would find on the West Coast.
Are you serious?
So the prices are amazing.
That's a little whale tail or something in there. I like that.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I would recommend rewiring.
Oh, yeah.
I've made that mistake before.
Yeah, maybe a good idea. I won't be doing that, but yeah, okay.
In front of it is a great handbag. We have a lot of artisans that make things from old, and on the front of that handbag, you should model it.
I'm going to.
Is an old feed sack from, it's a very rare, it's one of a kind, from the 1950s. Oh.
The bag for the girl on the go. That's right, yeah, I love that.
A great piece of architectural salvage
that
we've just repurposed into a little vase or candle holder. Game wheels galore. We brought the small game wheel.
Yeah.
I saw last night as vendors were setting up some mammoth game wheels, and
I love old game wheels because I like old bingo ball machines and stuff like that. This is cool.
Isn't that great?
This would be good like in a little physical game room or a basement and because it's not cheesy. It's really it's
very
beautiful.
Cool.
It's
I collect
beautiful.
game wheels, so I'm
do you?
partial to game wheels.
Okay,
yes.
now can we talk about the baby skis here?
I mean, you need those for something.
Yeah. I don't know what, but
hang them on a wall. They're just so cute. You just have to have them.
Yeah, obviously, because I reveal I'm a size 13 at the beginning of the show, these shan't be fitting me, but yeah. Okay, you guys walked in with this and I was dying. What's in front of the desk here? Let's talk about the antlers.
Well, what's exciting is they are from a vintage bar downtown that's no longer there on Seven Corners. Sergeant Preston's. I don't know who remembers Sergeant Preston.
Oh, Sergeant, yes, a lot of people will.
And so they have a lot of history behind them. Amazing.
I want those. I don't know what I would do with them.
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, I could be a moose. Yeah, yeah. And then also over there, what's the
Grape bench, which was made from grape containers, repurposed to fit in the bench, and then a Danish blanket on top.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay.
Lots of home decor. Lots of home decor.
I am not. It's more Alexis's speed, but like that I would put in my house. This I would put in my house. Oh.
Oh, Halloween is coming.
That's so cute.
What is this? Oh, it's a little bucket.
Head. I don't want the head.
Oh my God! What is that? That's been sitting there the whole time, and I didn't see that. I have literally been oblivious to that thing until you raised it. What is that?
Isn't that amazing?
Let's do a side by side.
Maybe he'll
Leo, take this camera right here. Here we go. Right there. We can't get it, Leo. Let's get the side by side. Here we go. Hi. Which one's the dummy? That's right. Which one? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's check in. Lauren. Let's see Kendall's silhouette. Look at that.
Cool.
Kendall. The silhouette is almost as beautiful as you.
Other way.
Look at that. Yeah,
Sorry.
Kendall, turn your right there. Right there, Kendall. Yes! And Lauren, you were saying this is a very, very, very old art.
It is. This is how people had their portraits done before cameras. So people who weren't rich had their portraits done this way because the rich people could have a portrait painted. So when you see a portrait of George Washington, he was rich enough to have it painted.
Yeah.
If you saw a picture of me, I couldn't afford to have a portrait painted. Back in the 1800s, early 1900s, I would have to have it done this way.
It is beautiful.
So
Kendall, did you see that?
I did. I just want to touch it.
Can she have that?
Yes, this is for her. Yeah.
You should hang that up.
It's really
Get
cool.
a little frame. Let me see. I just really like that. You're so pretty. There we go.
Well, thank you.
She will be doing this for free.
Oh, yeah, you'll be doing this at Junk Bonanza.
And for free. It's Junk Bonanza has sponsored me to come. I came all the way from Maryland to be here.
Well,
so I'm a
thank you.
special guest artist. You know what? I will give you a portrait before I leave.
Thank you. And Lauren, as a gift, I shall give you this scary head. There we go, everybody. That's right. Junk Bonanza runs tomorrow through Saturday at Canterbury Park. For more information, head to junkbonanza.com. Give it up, everybody. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Thank you so much. What a pleasure. Thank you, Lauren, so much. What a pleasure to meet you. Not right now, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Kendall joins me again. That was cool. I'm going to get that frame for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I am.
I just sit so still. I was like,
I know.
am I doing a good job? She's like, yes, you're doing a great job. I was like, I'm really bad at sitting still.
And I said that I got that doll head for Lauren. I actually bought it for you. So you can put that in your house.
I'm going to give it to Erin because she actually wants it.
I am a big... I don't like creepy, like, again, my co-host Alexis on the radio show collects those little creepy Renwald number 5 dolls, and they're this big, and I swear, I tell her, one morning, that whole army, because she has like 300 of them, she has 300, they're this big, and I think Renwald number 5, or I think that's what someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but they're Renwald, and they're little baby dolls, and I said, you know what, I swear, they look satanic, and I said, you're going to wake up in one time in the middle of the night and they're going to have tied you to the bed. The whole collection of them.
Full Chucky.
Yeah, it'll be full Gulliver's Travels. They will have like Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
I don't like creepy dolls. My grandma used to have a Howdy Doody doll, an old vintage one.
What's a Howdy Doody doll?
Howdy Doody. No. God, we can't make fun. It's way before my time. Howdy Doody was part of a show in the early days of television, and Howdy Doody was a
like a puppet doll?
like a doll.
Okay.
And Clarabelle and Howdy Doody. And
Clara, like Annabelle?
Clarabelle was a clown that didn't speak. And,
gosh, no.
Yes.
Stop.
I know.
Is Annabelle here again?
No.
Are you doing that
There's
again?
no one coming out. But anyway, I do not like any kind of creepy dolls whatsoever.
Me neither, clearly.
Yeah, no, I do not. We used to have I had a clown light in my bedroom when we first.
Why?
Yeah, well, I made my parents take it out.
Yes.
And just put a generic light because I couldn't fall asleep.
Generic.
Yeah, oh no, because I would stare at this, and the screw was a clown nose, and I'm like, no.
So like demon eyes,
No, it was
demon eyes.
awful. It scared the bejeebies out of me. Tomorrow on the show, speaking of being scared, get ready to do a little ghost hunting. Local paranormal investigator Dave is here to talk about his new show on the Travel Channel. That's coming up tomorrow. But right now, that is going to do it for us. If you are a kid watching and you're being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.